Once I get rid of yours, it's a lot better. 70-pound boxes. Wow. Thank you. Today we got something really special. We've got a Rad Power Bikes RadMini. It's a folding e-bike, electric assist, and we've actually bought two of them, one for each of us, and we were going to go through the unboxing and assembly of them, of one of them. So as you can see, here's the package. The bikes weigh about 70 pounds, so your UPS guy is going to be really happy to get him off his truck. I met him at the curb with a dolly and help him with that so he doesn't have to carry them. You're going to need a knife. I found a set of side cutters work really good for cutting all the zip ties on the packaging. And it comes with a toolkit, but I added this one 10mm wrench because I thought it was a little easier than using the wrench that they gave you. But it's really not a lot of work to assemble these. So one thing I found that works really well is to just slit the box right open and make it a workspace. This way you've got something to set the box on to protect it, something to set the box on. But anyway, so here we go. Everything in here is nicely packaged up. You can see it's all covered in foam. You get a box of stuff, and I'll quickly go through what's in here. There goes the bike. Quickly go through what's in here. There goes the bike. Good reason why you have the box down there. So you're going to get a toolkit. You're going to get a Rad Power Bike hat. This is the headlight. Pedals. Instruction manual. Charger. And there is a strap for when you fold it to hold it folded. So I'm going to set this stuff aside. We will be using the toolkit. Axle here on the front wheel. Go set that aside. We'll put that on in just a minute. Alright. So Rad has a video on assembly which I would strongly suggest you kind of watch. I actually put it on the iPad and had it running as I went through each step and just paused it as I did each step. But as I've just assembled one of these, I'm going to do it from memory, which I think won't be a problem. One thing to note here, I just took off, there's 3 pieces to this axle assembly. There's 3 pieces. There's 4 pieces here plus the axle. There's a spacer, a spring and another spacer, or this one's actually more of a nut. The lock goes to the brake side, and the spring, they're cone shaped know if you can see it. Let me bring it in here. So you can see these are cone shaped. That cone goes pointing in with a larger part to the outside, and once you get in there, just give it a few threads, leave it fairly loose. Now from this point, what you want to do, first thing you want to do is make sure that your handlebars are secured. You can see here, and just lock them like that. Pick up the front fork assembly, slide the brake disc into the caliper, and then the axle down over the fork. At this point now you can use the kickstand. So I'm going to remove the piece of foam from the rear and put the kickstand down. That should support it. And here what you want to do is you want to just snug up the axle until it starts to make contact with the fork, and then lock it like that. You can lock them in different positions, so you could lock it upward position. That might put a little more force on it. Yeah, make sure your wheel is square in the fork, which it is. Next piece to assemble are the pedals. These are left and right. So the left side has a left hand thread, the right side has a right hand thread. If you're like me, you're going to mix them up and wonder why they don't fit. Supposedly they say on here left or right. I could not see that. Another wire tie here. There's also little washers. I believe these are a help. Well, they're not a compression washer. They're probably going to help as a lock washer to hold the pedals on tightly. And you want to just, here I'm going on the left side, I'm spinning these essentially what you would think would be backwards, so I'm spinning them to the left. And it's tightening right up. Grab your toolkit, and you'll find that there's a wrench in here for this. It's the 16mm, so you can actually use one from your toolkit too. And tighten it up pretty good. I would suggest coming back and rechecking these things later after you've ridden a little bit. In fact, one of the things in the instructions is there is essentially a checklist that you would go through and tighten up everything. Now the headlight mounts right to the front fork. There is a bolt, nut, and washer already in place. It doesn't tell you, but I used one washer on either side of the fork assembly. This is a locking nut, so get it started. There's an Allen wrench in the toolkit for this. And then this is where I use my own wrench, and I use a ratcheting wrench to allow me to tighten this down easily. and simply just plug in the power supply to your light. And you're done. Pretty much everything it takes to set this up. Your seat is adjustable right here. Your handlebars have an adjustment here, up or down. And pretty straightforward from this point. Rad bike, RadMini all set up. We'll do a separate video for the road test, but here you go. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this or videos of our travels.